Good morning, everybody. I'm Roger Stockberger, a photographer, graphic artist, and illustrator here on Australia's beautiful Gold Coast here in Surfers Paradise. Now, a lot of people have asked me, hey, how do you do that hand-drawn effect? So this is a picture of my daughter Katrina, as you can see here, taken in my studio here in Surfers Paradise. And this is the hand-drawn version. So how did I do that? Well, today I'm going to show you. There's a few steps involved, but it really is very quick and simple. So without further ado, a quick cup of coffee to start the day. Isn't it a beautiful day out there? Okay, now let's shut this down. Okay, the app that I'm working on here, just developing an app for a client, just on Illustrator. Let's jump straight into Photoshop. Okay, let's go full screen. Okay, what we do is we get the photo of Katrina in the studio. That's her here. Now what we want to do is we just want to get those levels up a little bit. So let's just brighten it out a little bit. Right, there you go. A bit brighter, there you go, beautiful. We just want to copy and paste this piece here, just her holding her iPhone 10. Right, copy merged. We create a new document from the clipboard, paste it in there. Okay, now what we want to do is duplicate that layer, pressing Control J. Then what we do is we go to your image adjustments. Now what you want to do is you want to desaturate that. Then it turns into a black and white image. And what you do, you can also copy it by dragging it down into the new layer icon. Now what you want to do now is you want to invert it. So it looks a little bit like a negative from a photo, as you can see. Now what we do is we apply a blend mode, and what we want to do is want to apply color dodge, which is this one here. So now that didn't work out so well because we need to now apply a filter. Now what we do is we go to filter, go to your other filter, and what you want to do is you want to apply a minimum. Now there's a whole range of filters in the filter gallery. For example, if we now zoom out, you've got, say, bas relief, chalk and charcoal, halftone patterns. You can go for your artistic filters. You can go for cutout, but we want to do this manually, and what we want to do is we want to apply a minimum filter. So what that does here, you can see now you've got the hand-drawn effect. Now you can play around with the radius. Now the higher the radius it is, the thicker the image gets. So for this one, I think we'll go for maybe a 3. Now what we want to do is we want to apply some color to it. So what we do is we again hit OK. We duplicate the original image, move it up the top. Now what we want to do again is apply a blend mode. Now in this instance you can try a whole bunch from like overlay for different effects, for example the pin light, so you can get like a really sort of strong effect. But we want to achieve that hand-drawn effect that we saw before, which is we want to achieve this. So what we're going to do is we're going to apply color. Now you can change your opacity settings, take a little bit of the color away from it, and that basically is how you do it. Let's take another example. Got another beautiful young lady here. Now let's try against some light background here. Let's drag her across here. We do the same thing, just play with the levels a little bit. So we just make it a little bit brighter. That's it. Again, I don't want to take all of that background. It's pretty complex. So what we do is just drag that across. And we've got good contrast here, so this should work out reasonably well. We create a new document. Okay. We copy the original. We do the same thing. We go to the adjustments and we desaturate it to turn it into a black and white. We make another copy. Then what we do is we invert it. Oops, wrong one. We invert it, not posterize it. That's it. And then what we do is we apply that blend mode, which is color dodge. And once again, go to your filter, go to other, and you apply minimum, and there she is. Now we'll make a copy of, hit OK, make a copy of the original picture, and we drag that at the top. Then what we do is apply the blend mode, which is color, and here we go. We've got young Monique here looking very beautiful and hand-drawn here. Take the opacity down a bit, and there you go. Now you can do different things. You can, for example, play with your, for example, with your saturation. You can go for hard mix, but this is pretty much the effect that we want, hand-drawn. So there you go, everybody. That's how you do it. Any questions? Leave some feedback below. But yeah, this is how you turn a studio image into a hand-drawn image. So there you have it. Let's actually try this with something a little bit more complex. Curtis Falls. I'll do the same thing there. Let's do one more. Now, we're going to do the whole lot and see how that turns out. So make a copy of the original image. What we do again is we go to your adjustments. You turn it into a black and white by desaturating it. Make another copy of it. Adjust it. Invert it. And what we do is we apply color dodge. Go to your filter. Minimum. That's actually quite pretty. So we take the original, hit OK, we take the original, drag it down, swing it up the top. We apply color, so a little bit of color, and isn't that beautiful? So again, you can play with the opacity a little bit, sort of bring the color down a little bit, so something like that. So yeah, that's how you create a hand-drawn image of a photograph. Anyways, hope you guys have an awesome day. Next weekend we got the Gold Coast 600, so Saturday and Sunday I'll be trackside watching the V8 supercars go around and around and around and around. Anyways, 3 tickets to the gun show today only. There you go. All right. Anyway, have yourselves an awesome day. Live with passion and God bless.